Alright guys, welcome to my week 35 pregnancy update. That number is absolutely crazy and a little bit terrifying to hear. To me, 35 weeks is just like, that's the home stretch. In my opinion, 35 weeks and on is the home stretch. My goal, as I've mentioned in other weeks, is 36 weeks. That was my same goal with Claudia, because at 36 weeks, I am allowed to deliver at my local birth center. If I was to need to deliver any sooner, I would be taking a very nice ambulance ride to an actual big hospital. But I have faith that I can make it one more week. There's obviously some exciting stuff coming up this week, including Thanksgiving, so, and I'm not hosting Thanksgiving, so I feel like I can just take a breather, enjoy the company, and try to relax some, and just make it through this last week, just push through. So yeah, 35 weeks, guys, that's just so crazy to me. What happened since I updated last? Last Saturday, I ended up having a surprise baby shower slash diaper shower for Maverick. My mom and my best friend planned it, along with some help from some other friends and mothers and stuff. And basically, I was told that I was going to a park in town to get some pictures taken of my daughter and my best friend's two daughters together. We've done that sort of thing before, one other time when the girls were under a year old, or I guess one of them was a year old. But when Claudia was about 9 months old, we did pictures of them together and pictures of us together. So that's what she told me we were doing. And there's a whole bunch of trickery in there. Which ended up with me driving to my mom's house, which is 30 seconds away from the park, where everyone was waiting. They rented out my mom lives in a condo association, so they have a building that's for what do you call them? Board meetings? No, that's not the word. Council meetings, I guess. They have a council of homeowners, I don't know, whatever. So they ended up reserving it, and everyone, friends, family, were all there waiting for me. So that was super, super sweet of her to do, and my mom. It was so cute. It had a Mickey Mouse theme, which of course I'm pretty sure I've mentioned is the theme of his nursery, and there was lots of yummy food and drinks and fellowship with, all the women in my life and kids, and it was so much fun. It was so cute. So I mostly got diapers. It was supposed to be a diaper shower, which is what I actually threw for her when she had her second. Her second was a girl and her first was a girl. So it was meant to be a diaper shower, but a couple people did get me some other things just because they're having a boy and they wanted to shop for a boy item, And yeah, it was awesome. I felt so lucky. Then on Monday, I had a growth scan on top of my regular NST. The NST went great. I actually did really good at that one. I didn't have too many contractions. The growth scan, on the other hand, was interesting. My fluid levels looked great. Baby looks great. His heart rate looks great. He is measuring absolutely enormous, and I absolutely knew this. In my heart, I knew this. My mom and I went grocery shopping together this weekend while the boys stayed home with Claudia, and we had a conversation on the way about how much we thought the baby would weigh at the growth scan, and I guessed 7 pounds. My mom's like, there's no way at 34 weeks that your baby weighs 7 pounds, and I was like, I promise you he does. And she guessed 6 pounds. She's like, there's no way he's more than 6 pounds even. Okay. At the growth scan, his approximate weight, and I know it can totally be off a lot, but his approximate weight was 7 pounds, 1 ounce. Yeah. At 37 weeks, My growth scan showed that my baby weighed approximately 7 pounds, 1 ounce. All of his measurements were showing up weeks and ahead. I was 34 weeks, and most of the measurements were measuring around 38 weeks, if not a little bit higher in some areas, like his giant head, because my kids have big heads. I almost wanted to cry because if I make it to my induction date, I'm so scared that I'm going to easily have a 9-pound baby. And having a 9-pound baby definitely scares me a little bit. Claudia was 7 pounds, 13 ounces, and she destroyed me, literally. That's all I'm going to say about that. Other than that, the growth scan went really well. Like I said, her fluid was good. His fluid was good. He was practicing breathing. I think that's pretty much it. They tried to get a good face shot, like a 4D, 3D face shot, but he always has his hands by his head, and now his head is like really low, and all I could see was cheeks, honestly. This kid's gonna have some huge cheeks. As far as symptoms go this week, the heartburn has been back and really awful. I actually ended up taking some, I don't even know what I took. Whatever it was that was on the list of things that was okay to take. I've been taking one of those pretty much every day, and it's really helping, and I'm so thankful for it. I told myself that I wasn't going to do it, that it wasn't that bad, that I was going to push through and not self-medicate, but I feel so much better now that I've been taking that. I have so much pressure, like the act of standing up, it's just like the worst feeling in the world as soon as I'm upright. And obviously some of the discomfort of it dissipates a little bit, or you get used to it as you're walking around or as you're standing, but the initial action of like sitting to standing is like a ton of breaks, just like sitting on your cervix, and it feels absolutely awful. I've been having lots of lightning feelings, which tells me that he's definitely dropping more and more as things get more and more real over here. My feet and lower legs and ankles have been so swollen. They hurt. Walking doesn't feel good. Walking up the stairs or down the stairs feels really awful because you have to like bend your toes, and I have like sausage toes that I'm like bending into my sausage foot. And it's really uncomfortable, but my blood pressure has been literally phenomenal. It's actually been a little on the low side. I'm usually a perfect 120/80, and lately I've been like 100/80, or even 98/80, or 78, like 90/78. My blood pressure has been literally perfect. I drink tons and tons of water, so that's probably where a lot of this fluid retention is coming from. I've definitely upped my water intake to try to keep some of these contractions at bay until I make it to that goal of 36 weeks. But my feet literally feel awful. None of my socks fit right. If I have to wear socks, it's super uncomfortable, and I want them off like as soon as we get home. And none of my shoes fit, only my slippers, and even then sometimes it's a struggle. I gotta like inch my way into my slipper to get on all the way. It's just, I'm ready to be done, guys. This week we've been working a lot on Maverick's room. I know you guys probably can't really see a difference from this angle, but next Wednesday his room tour will be up, so I'm excited to share that with everyone. And I started this list that I keep in my planner of Maverick to-dos, and I've been getting stuff done, and I have a lot more I need to add to this, but things like as far as decorating go, we still need to decide on a bookcase and purchase it for his room. I have to get his couch from my mom's house still. We already rearranged the room. I wrote vacuum and mop, which I've done once already, but honestly I'll probably do it a couple more times as we're situating everything. I need to dust once more in here, especially the windowsills. Some of the stuff on my list had to do with packing. I realized that I needed to pack some 0 to 3 month like an outfit and a pajama set just in case he's too big for the newborn stuff that I already packed. I still need to pack a white onesie. I needed to remember to pack some breast pads, which I totally didn't include in my hospital bag thing, movie, video. So I'm still working on that list, and there's still stuff that has to be added to that list. There's a couple more things that we need to purchase, and then we purchased a couple things this past weekend, like his hamper, which you'll see in the video. But all in all, I feel like things are really coming together. If he was to come right now, I would be completely okay with that. At the shower, my friend gave me her 4-ounce bottles just in case I need them. I never bought the 4-ounce ones with my daughter because when she was that little, if she needed a bottle, we were using the Medela ones that I was pumping into. But honestly, that's not a good match for breastfeeding. And I prefer the Advent bottles, which we have in the 9-ounce size, but we didn't ever have any of the little 4-ounce ones. So my friend gave me those because her daughter's like 9 months old right now and doesn't need them. So that's all situated. I had already purchased the new nipples for them. Trying to think of what else. We've just been slowly getting stuff done. I pulled out all my vitamins and supplements for nursing so that I can start taking those right away. My pump got pulled up from down in the basement. It's all coming together, and I'm getting excited, but I'm also getting really nervous. And yeah, so at the shower, we got tons and tons of really cute cards for baby Maverick. And what I did with my daughter's cards from her shower was I bound them together into a book, and they're in her keepsake box right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing with all of these. And then also, my friend ordered these, which we did something similar. It was already bound into a book. It wasn't like a postcard style. It was like a little book style. We did it with Claudia, where people can guess the date of birth, the weight that the baby will be at birth, the length. I guess this one you can guess the time of birth even, and then you can give some advice to the mom, and then obviously you sign the card. So these are cute. I already looked through all of them. Because my shower was on Saturday, though, and my growth scan wasn't until Monday, some people were still guessing that he would weigh like 7 pounds or like 6 pounds, 14 ounces and stuff. And in my head, I'm like, he already is that weight, guys. And I guess some people also didn't know about my induction date. So some people were guessing that he would come more towards my due date of December 27th instead of my induction date of December 21st. So either way, it's still fun. Someone actually did get the birthday right last time. It was my grandmother. So I like these, and I think I'm just gonna bind these in with the, like, in back of all the cards. So that'll be a project to finish at some point as well. But I think that's pretty much it for this week. The baby buys I'm waiting to show when I do his room tour. And I actually have a couple more things coming in the mail that don't have to do with his room that I can show if they ever come in time before I have him. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. I'll go ahead and show you the full-term size bump because he's the size of a full-term baby right now. Okay. Move the chair. The dog's in here. Alright, here you go, guys. Here is my... I have to literally stand on my tippy toes because he's dropped so low, and I didn't used to have to do that. Let me put the camera down here, maybe. There we go. That's a little bit better. Here is my 35-week bump, but really it's the size of a full-term bump at this point, if he's about 7 pounds. Alright, I will see you guys in my next one if I make it. Bye.